Hi everyone, welcome back to another one of my videos. It's Sunday the 27th of May today, or possibly the 28th, one or the other, but it's a Sunday, bank holiday weekend. And what I'm going to be doing today is trying to finally do something with my pond. For those of you that will watch my other videos, you know that I've been wanting to put this pond in for ages. I dug the hole quite a long time ago now. But then never quite got round to being able to afford the silver sand and the liner and everything. So it's just been a big empty hole for a while, but I got the liner on eBay a few weeks ago, and I was out at a garden centre today and they had silver sand on half price, so I took the chance to grab a few bags of that, and today I'm going to hopefully turn this big empty hole into a pond. Fingers crossed. I've never done a pond before. I've done some research on YouTube and the internet and reading and trying to learn a bit about it, but this is just the way that I'm doing it, so by no means take it as a how-to guide, because often when I do things I often end up doing them the wrong way. So this is purely just my way that I'm going to show you, and we'll see how it goes. So let's get started. Right, now as you can see here, what I've done is just basically dug my hole, and I did dig this, I say, probably 2 or 3 months ago now, so I have had to tidy it up a little bit, and obviously some weeds have grown through, which I'm hoping won't matter too much. The things that I had to include were this deeper bit, just down here, this deep bit down here. Is about 60 centimetres at the deepest point, and you need it to be like that just so things like frogs and any fish, if you're planning to put them in your pond, so when it's cold and the water freezes, there's still that bit of deeper water down here at the bottom where they can go to be safe and stay alive, which is always a bonus. I then got these shallower areas around here, and I've got this little slope up here which is important, so that if any wildlife, hedgehogs or animals that aren't meant to be in water slip in and fall in, this slight bank here should actually enable them to get out safely and not drown. And similarly, I'm hoping to get frogs and tadpoles in here, and this will, if I do, this will help for when the frogs are really young and they can get in and out. So this is my hole. What I'm going to do now is I've got my sharp sand, I've got 3 bags, and I'm really hoping 3 bags is going to be enough. I'm not convinced it is. I might need to go back to the garden centre, but hoping, fingers crossed, that 3 bags is enough. I'm going to use that as the underlay just to avoid anything sharp piercing the liner, because we obviously want that to stay waterproof, because a pond without a waterproof liner is not a lot of good. So let's get this first bag of sand in. I'm going to start at the bottom and work up. Start with this bit. And I'm just going to smooth it all around, bring it up the sides, and make sure that nothing sharp is pointing through. Right, well, it's starting to come on now, so what I'm going to do is, you don't want to be watching me doing the whole of this, even if I do speed it up, so I'm going to try and get most of this finished off, and then I'll show you the next step. Right, now as you can see, I've covered this whole lot with sand now. It has taken the full 3 bags of sand that I got, and if I'm honest, another 4th bag probably would have been pretty handy, just because I wanted an overlap of sand for when the liner overlaps, and I've got a little one, but I would have liked it to have overlapped just a little bit more, just to be on the safe side. But because I'm far too lazy, I really can't be bothered to drive all the way back down to the garden centre now just to get one more bag of this sand. So I'm going to hope that it goes okay like this. I have covered up all of the pond anyway, and there's no sharp bits or anything protruding through, so hopefully this should be okay. I'll find out. What am I saying? I will find out whether it's worked or not when the water goes in, if it holds, won't I? So now what I'm going to do is move on to getting the liner in place. Not quite sure how I'm going to do that, being one person by myself. It's probably going to be pretty hard, but let me show you the liner I've got anyway. Right, this here is the liner that I've got. It's a 3 metre by 2.5 metre liner. I estimated my pond to be about 1.5 metres by 1.5 metres, which is probably a little bigger than it actually is, but I decided to go with a bigger estimation for when calculating the size of liner I needed. So what I'm going to do is try and get this in place over the pond, weigh it down. I should have bricks or stones to go around the edge, but I haven't actually got any of them yet, so I'm going to be using things that I've got around the allotment that are heavy and that can weigh it down. Yeah, it's a shame about that sand actually. I say one more bag would have been better, just to bring the edge out more, but I'm going to hope that this works okay. We shall find out. Right, that was a massive pain, but I've got it in. I've had to weigh it down using various things I've got around the allotment. The tiger nuts there, a couple of bags of sharp sand, a thing of chicken manure, and a bag of rubbish. Just it needs to be weighted down while I put the water in. And in typical me fashion, I don't have a hose pipe up here, so we're going to be putting the water in with a watering can. I could be here for a while. Again, the liner is in it fairly well, but as the water level goes up, I'm going to straighten out obviously these kinks and things and smooth it down so it gets as nice smooth finish as possible. But for now, that's about the best I can get it in, and I'm going to cut it after I put the water in. So well, here goes nothing, I suppose. There we go. The first 2 are in. Only another God knows how many to go, and we'll have a pond. what I'm doing while filling it is, yeah, each time I'm tipping a bucket in, trying to keep this straight with minimising the creases, just keeping nice, sort of neat edges. Getting there now, slowly. Don't know why people bother going to the gym. I swear I'm getting more exercise here today than I ever used to get on the 2 or 3 times that I actually bothered to go to the gym, and it's so much more fun. Right, so I've filled the pond up now as full as I'm going to do it. It's fuller at this end than over here, purely because they say to make sure it's completely level before you do a pond, but I just went ahead and did it by eye. So I've got a little bit more space there than at the top here. I'll probably put a couple of rocks and things down in the pond to give frogs and other wildlife somewhere to hide and somewhere to be protected. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's looking at the moment. Got a bit of grass that I'll need to fish out, but the next job is going to be to cut off the liner. I'm going to leave about a 6 to 8 inch overhang of liner, which I'm eventually going to cover with rocks and things, but I haven't got them yet. So for today I'm just going to get the liner cut and see how the well, nearly finished article looks. I don't know how many buckets of water it took to fill this up. It was a lot. Felt like I was on like an old episode of the Crystal Maze or something, trying to carry the buckets of water while it was spilling out the sides and sloshing out the sides, and trying to fill up. I was trying to fill it up. But yeah, I'm happy with how it's looking now, so we'll cut the liner off and see how it looks then. Just hoping that these scissors are going to be strong enough for the job. So here we have it, one very nearly finished pond. I am happy with how it's come out. At the minute there is a little bit of grass floating about in it because of obviously filling up with the buckets and the watering can, but I'll fish it out at some point, and I will get some stones and rocks to go around the edge to finish it off nicely. But so at the minute I haven't got any, so it's being weighed down and kept in place with my random allotment finds. Although I do quite like the little tiger nut plant sitting there on the edge. I may have to keep that there. Alright, that's about it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll post an update of the finished pond when it's completely done. Alright, thanks guys. Bye.